Mrs. Mojave, honored guests, supporters of liberty and conscience, who are therefore supporters of MEK. It's not as if the world has not been warned about what fundamentalism in Islam brings, both through the suffering and death that the members of MEK have endured under the regime of the mullahs, and the explicit warnings that MEK has issued. You have been sounding the alarm for years. Public executions are the hallmark of the Iranian regime, just as they are the hallmark of ISIS. ISIS may be comprised of Sunni Muslims and the Iranian regime of Shia Muslims, but that is secondary to the brutality that both of them stand for and that both of them impose on their subjects. The United States is now engaged in negotiations with Iran and to get to the threshold of nuclear weapons capability. Although those negotiations are supposedly multilateral, that is, through the P5+1, the 5 permanent members of the Security Council plus Germany, they are in fact bilateral, that is, between the United States and Iran. It is a sad irony that the United States is being represented in these negotiations by the same State Department diplomat who negotiated the agreement with North Korea that country violated and that has given the world a nuclear-armed state. So what are the intentions of Iran? Do you seriously think that Iran has tolerated the near destruction of its economy through sanctions in order to develop peaceful nuclear power? Do you think that they have built a refinement emplacement under 600 feet of rock that's virtually impervious to bombing in order to develop medical isotopes? Do you think that they built a heavy water reactor that can be used only to make a bomb, simply because they're interested in conducting a laboratory experiment? Do you think that they have developed ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, to do something that no other country that has ICBMs does, and that is to deliver conventional weapons? There is no country with an ICBM program that has that program to develop conventional weapons, to deliver conventional weapons. In the United States, we may well have to look to the legislative branch of government to see to it that common sense and common decency still can be brought to bear in this situation in the name of the United States. And we have to understand, we all have to understand, that it is vital that the United States engage here. There's only one government in the world that has the power to make good on the guarantees that were given to the residents of Ashraf in return for their surrender of their weapons and their ability to defend themselves. And there's only one government in the world that has the power to stop the mullah's march toward a nuclear weapon, and that is the government of the United States. We're running out of time, and therefore we must also see to it that we run out of patience as well, and that we will not sit and tolerate this tragic situation silently until it's too late. And we will continue to reach out to you and to gain inspiration from you. In any event, I give you my word that we will spare no effort to make sure that our government lives up to the ideals for which it is supposed to stand, and that we at least provide for the safety of the residents of Camp Liberty, because that is the only way that we can uphold the honor of our country. Thank you very much.